We begin with breaking news. Virginia Beach police are investigating a homicide. They say someone was shot a number of times at a Harris Teeter gas station around 6 o'clock tonight. It happened near Independence Boulevard and Haygood Road. Officers are now looking for two men in a gray Lexus ES 300 with yellow license plates. If you see a car matching that description, call 911. This isn't the only deadly shooting we're following. Since last night, 4 other people have been shot and killed across Hampton roads. First, a man is dead and a woman hurt after a shooting in Newport News this afternoon on Brighton Lane. Police say someone shot the man. He died at the scene. The woman was injured when the bullets flew into a nearby apartment and broke some glass. She is expected to recover. Shortly after that, a man was shot and killed in Hampton. It happened on Kickotan Road just before 3. Police shut down the road for hours while combing the scene for evidence. Hampton police are investigating another homicide. Officers say they found the man dead in the parking lot of a business on Wythe Creek Road last night. And finally, Norfolk police identified the man who was shot and killed at a motel. Police say someone shot Tremont Webb at the Days Inn on Chambers Street early this morning. Medics took Webb to the hospital. He did not survive. Police haven't released suspect information for any of these cases, so if you have information that could help investigators, call the crime line. That number right there on your screen, 1-888-LOCK-YOU-UP, and you can remain anonymous. The death toll keeps climbing after dozens of twisters tore through the Midwest this weekend. Here's what we know. At least 40 tornadoes hit 9 states, wiping entire towns off the map. At least 79 people have died. 65 of those deaths have been in Kentucky alone. Recovery efforts are still underway. President Biden is set to tour the disaster zone on Wednesday. Tonight, several groups from Hampton Roads are on the ground in Kentucky, including Virginia Task Force 2. Sarah Hammond shows us how they're helping the survivors.
Families are mourning the loss of loved ones and still digging through the rubble of their homes after tornadoes ripped through Kentucky early Saturday morning.
It's just mind-boggling the power that these storms pack.
Always prepared for the worst, Virginia Task Force 2 sent 2 of their men to ease the burden on local agencies.
And literally, we say, what can we do to help? We're not there to take over. We're not there to push anybody out of the way.
The 2 that arrived on the 12th are on the incident support team. Deputy Task Force leader Jim Ingledew says he believes they'll be focusing on the candle factory that was completely destroyed.
So that's the command and control element. When you get several teams operating in the same area, obviously that takes quite a bit of coordination.
And he says anytime they're sent to an area after a natural disaster or a structural collapse, it's always hard to take in the destruction they're seeing.
You're not surprised because you've seen it before, but you're in awe every time.
He says he's not sure how long they'll be in Kentucky. It depends on how long it will take to search what's left of that candle factory and identify those that are missing. For 13 News Now, I'm Sarah Hammond.
Task Force 2 isn't the only local group helping out. Team members from Operation Blessing in Virginia Beach are already in Kentucky. Today, the group sent a truckload of supplies to Mayfield, one of the hardest hit areas, and tomorrow another truck will set out for Bowling Green.
So our goal is to be able to alleviate human need and suffering and to do it as quickly as possible. With tornadoes, the warning period, it's truly small, and so we have to move as soon as it starts.
Operation Blessing is preparing to help with long-term recovery efforts like helping with cleanup debris. The Mercy Chefs from Portsmouth also sent a team to Mayfield. The nonprofit says the damage there is some of the worst they've ever seen. Volunteers there are busy serving hot meals to survivors and first responders. Count on 13 News Now to stay on top of this story. We're keeping a close eye on recovery efforts throughout the Midwest. Look for updates on air, online, and on our app. We're keeping a close eye on Omicron. The new variant has been detected in at least 32 states, including Virginia and North Carolina, as well as Washington, D.C. The rise in cases is prompting changes across the country. 2 states are reinstating indoor mask mandates, and the U.K. is reporting the first known death from Omicron. ABC's Morgan Norwood tells us more.
Big concerns over COVID at the NFL. The league saw 36 positive tests on Monday alone, and the Los Angeles Rams losing several players after positive tests. All of this ahead of their Monday Night Football game against the Arizona Cardinals. Meantime, the state of New York is reinstating a mask mandate, this one requiring masks inside any business that doesn't already require proof of vaccination.
This is a pandemic. People are sick. You know, this thing keeps mutating. And wear a mask. It's not a big deal.
I just can't wait for this to end. I mean, I can't wait till I could take this off.
California following close behind. It's bringing back its indoor mask mandate for a month, starting Wednesday. It comes as the Delta variant fuels a nationwide surge and the country approaches yet another heartbreaking milestone. Almost 800,000 lives lost to COVID. Maria Elena Lopez knows that pain all too well.
My mom was such a good mom. She was such a supportive mom, and she was always there for us.
With the Omicron variant now in 30 states and Washington, D.C., health experts are pleading with the public to get their boosters, saying that extra dose restores high antibody levels. Early studies suggest just 2 doses of Pfizer's vaccine take a hit from Omicron, but still protect from severe disease.
It appears to be able to evade some of the immune protection of things like monoclonal antibodies, convalescent plasma, and the antibodies that are induced by vaccines. That's the sobering news.
Morgan Norwood, ABC News, Los Angeles.
A grim milestone today. There have been more than 1 million coronavirus cases reported in the Commonwealth. The numbers are trending upward. Today, Virginia added more than 1,600 new cases. 1,200 people are hospitalized with COVID-19. The numbers are even higher in North Carolina. Today, the Tar Heel State reported 2,100 new cases. 1,500 people are in the hospital there. You're running out of time to apply for the NC Hope program. It provides rent and utility assistance for those struggling to pay their bills in North Carolina. The deadline is 6 p.m. this Friday. You can apply online or over the phone. The number is 888-927-5467. You can find all of this information on 13newsnow.com.